Hi there, I'm Construction Gamer and this is Metropolis on City Skylines. This is going to be episode number 27 in the series, and in this episode I'd like to finally get the Metropolitan Airport built. Now I haven't actually used the Metropolitan Airport properly. I did use it in the Celtic City build, my last series that I did, but it didn't work for some reason. I was using a lot of mods at the time that the Sunset Harbour DLC got released, so something wasn't quite working as it was, so it'd be nice to start using the Metropolitan Airport and get it working properly, see some flights actually coming in and out of the airport itself. I'm not just going to plop it down and call it a day. I'm going to try and do a little bit of detailing around the outside. I'm thinking I might also build a cargo airport next door as well, because I haven't built one of those yet either, so it'd be nice just to have all of the airport kind of facilities over in one area like it would be in real life. Usually your cargo planes come into the same airport as your civilian passenger planes, so it'd be nice to try and make that look as if it's one singular airport. In the last episode we built the Old Town district using the European styles district thing that you can do. You can obviously turn on your European styles and set up a district, which is exactly what we did. Tried to make it look as if it's a bit more natural than it otherwise would have been, because the area that we're looking at now was already fully built upon, and I'd basically deleted the whole area and built this old town into it. And I've tried just to make it look a little bit more natural. I really do like how it looks actually with all the angular roads. I think I've captured a little bit of an older European city anyway. I think yeah, I'm pleased with how it looks anyway. So it comes all the way over here, and I think that is where it's going to end, and then we're going to start having to go into the low density because we are getting towards the edge of the map. We are vanilla, we only have the 9 tiles available, so we can't grow any further. So I think from here on in it's all going to be low density. We're already started over here with some low density, but I think it fits. It's just a nice quarter of the city, and I'm just pleased with how it looks. I think the airport itself is going to be over here. We've got some nice rail connections and we've got the highway as well. I know it could potentially be quite a far away from the actual city centre itself, but if we get the transport networks right, then it shouldn't be too much of an issue, because obviously airports only transport or only receive tourists. They don't receive anyone else, do they? I don't think so. You need to make sure your tourists can get from an airport to where they're actually gonna want to go, which is the tourist facilities, the unique buildings and whatnot. So hopefully we can get that working properly. I'm going to be using the heavy rail and actually as well as the metro lines as well. Now we do have 2 metro lines pointing in this direction. I'm tempted to bring them up into the airport as well. Did I want to go anywhere else? Where do you go? You go all the way. Get rid of. Oh no, we need that. We need that to be able to see. So this blue line here goes under the river already, stops at the banking district, comes all the way down, and then goes quite a way actually, snakes all over the city, and then terminates at the High Barnet railway station. And then we do have this dark blue line which cuts right through the centre of the city and comes out towards the southern end, and that is the most southern terminus, that metro station there for that. Because I did want, actually no, we've got this red line as well. I just aware I want some metro lines over here as well, because this is going to be another suburb. There's a little bit of more city, kind of densely packed city building to do, so I definitely want another. I think I want another metro line as well, because traffic is starting to get quite bad in some hot spots. We definitely did click on the right thing. That's the one. Yeah, this junction here is just appalling. It really is quite busy. Some other bits where it's red, I mean it is busy, but it's flowing for the most part. There are a couple of hot spots where it is quite a challenge but I definitely do need to improve the public transport. Let's go back to the metro layer. Let's go to what is it? It's that one. Adjust, no, not adjust, routes. So this roundabout here, let's just take a quick look at this. They are coming from all over the place. One of these mostly private vehicles. We've got people coming in from outside, lots and lots of people driving in. Actually, having said that, this junction doesn't appear to be being used by many people who live within the city. It all seems to be tourists coming in and going to various places. So we've got someone visiting that building. They are just going all over the place. These are tourists, so that is a bit of an issue. Yeah, maybe an airport will help, especially an airport which is got loads of good public transport links. So with that in mind, what I want to do first of all is take a look at the metros. So we've got this metro here. We're going to bring this out. No, we'll keep it straight to begin with. Keep it straight, that's the one. And then it's going to come above ground, making that approach look as long as possible. And then it's going to be above ground as it goes off towards the airport. Now we've got this one as well, which I think I'm just going to change the route ever so slightly to make it go towards the airport. Bring this one here, and then it needs to come above ground. I'm guessing actually don't need two separate lines. We can just merge these in, can't we? Because in my experience you can get about two, I think you can get two lines, two actual routes on one physical line, and it seems to work. So we'll do that. Obviously in the future there probably will be some stops along the way somewhere, but for now I just want to get this metro line up to where the airport is actually going to be. And I want a heavy rail route as well, a second line parallel with that one going in the direction of the airport. Now what I need to do is just plan my routes. So I'm basically going to have two routes. I've got this station here next to Docklands, and I've got this main station in High Barnet. So I'm going to have two express routes from High Barnet. Where does this connect in this Spaghetti Junction? Does this actually does definitely connect? Yeah, it's got a tunnel there. It goes onto this line here. We've got to stop there, and then does this actually? Ooh, let's have a look. Does this connect to the main line? I don't think it does it? It connects down here. So we're going to have to do something with this track here. Just get a bit off. Are you going to let me? No, you're just going to make an ugly junction, aren't you? Oh well, we'll just have to live with it. And then I think if we go round the top and then connect straight into, well no, not straight into that, we'll go parallel with the track for a little bit, like so. Get rid of that and then join that up. And then we've got this line here which goes into that station. So we've got this big junction. Not sure what I want to do. I don't want junctions too close together, and obviously it's not going to let me do it like that anyway. So I think if we get that connected up, a little bit of track coming out, junction in there, and then a junction coming off to connect it back to this line here, which is the outside connection. We don't need an outside connection to the airport, I don't think, because obviously people don't travel into the airport. Yeah, that's a little bit... No, it's flat, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we've got some good public transport links. We do have actually no, we don't have some good public transport links. What we do have is track in the way of the junction that we're gonna have to build. Now, having said that we don't need an outside connection to the airport, I think I can just build a nice simple junction, can't I? Just in one direction, something like that. Don't need to overcomplicate the junctions if we don't have to. I'm pretty sure people from the outside don't go to your airport, so we will just have a nice basic junction, keep it nice and simple. Now we're gonna go, this does actually have to go up, doesn't it? Just for the rail line to go underneath it rather than the railway line going over. It's just easier to do it this way, I think. And obviously that does need to be flipped round into the right direction, because I will forget, like I did with the tunnel. Yeah, it's not the prettiest junction, but it will do the job. And then we just need to get these two lines underneath and through, and then back again. And then actually this line probably doesn't want to be here. It wants to, I think as it curves up it can start to follow the road. And with the metro I think we will go underground briefly and then back to the surface just to get underneath the highway there. So then we are ready for our Metropolitan Airport, which is in the public transport hubs. Which is it? That's the international. We don't want to build one of them. the Metropolitan Airport, which is massive and doesn't want to be built here. Too steep. Right, what have we got to do? Yeah, it is quite steep actually. I didn't quite appreciate how big the Metropolitan Airport is. I think it's one of the criticisms that people often have of vanilla airports is they're quite small. Ooh, we've got no soil. Well, at least the runways are quite short as well. Where's our mountain? I think we're going to have to dump a load of soil in here in what will eventually be a nature reserve, I think. Just dump. Yeah, we've got rid of all the soil. But where am I? Where are we? We're here, aren't we? Good. We're not going to be able to dig into the mountainside, the hillside, just as much as I was going to, are we? Because you can see the soil bar is just like going up massively. This could be quite... Yeah, so we've run out of soil already. Back to the nature reserve, which is turning into a bit of a mountain. Might have to find another dumping ground for some soil. Yeah, you don't get much soil, do you? Like soil capacity. That's just like filled up instantly. Maybe... Oh, what's this here? Bit of a quarry or something. Maybe if we just do another hill over here somewhere, get rid of some of this soil. Yeah, I am going to have to try and smooth that off because I don't like having the big cliff edge there, to be honest. Is that big enough now? Nope, too steep. Right, I'm going to quickly do all this because this could take all day trying to get rid of the soil. Okie dokie, so we've finally got enough space for the actual airport. Having said that, do we? I think I want it orientated this way after going to all of that. What's too steep? Just this one last little bit. Right, I think we've definitely got it this time. Yeah, we have. Good. Need to make sure that the runway is definitely on a flat piece of land, because you can never correct it after you've placed it, and it's 300,000, which isn't a massive amount, but having said that, we have lost almost 2 million since we built the old town. So, right, good. That is in place. Is it all nice and flat? Don't want to have to come back to this. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to do something with this flight path here coming into the airport. That would be a bit treacherous. So that's all we've got to... Ah, right. So we've got... Is that a... Oh, no. That arc there is the helicopter path, isn't it? Which we need to take a look at. But we've done all of this, and we haven't left ourselves any room, really, for the cargo airport hub, which actually is only quite small, luckily, but we do need to find some room on which for that can go on. Must be along roadside. I'd like it to go there if it can, but I'm not sure if you can go within the... if there's like a set square. What I'll do is I'm going to do a little bit more terrain manipulation, get some more land, because I would like to get both of them done at the same time. Right, I think I've finally got enough land for this to work. I'm just want to plot out a square. This is going to be like a one-way system on which the cargo airport is going to go. Can I? No. Let's try it another way. So we can at least build within this area here, which is handy. If I just put a road out kind of going alongside, perpendicular to the runway. No, it needs to be over a little bit. So maybe about there. What I'm trying to do is make these runways look as if they're part of the same airport, which, yeah, that'll do. I might... someone's going to comment that this flight path here would conflict with the other flight path, wouldn't it? Potentially. But if I put the airport facing... if I put the actual runway facing that way, it makes the... Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm not sure how that much has just cost me, but it will... we'll try and make it look a little bit realistic if we can. So we'll do... It would be nice, actually, if that would go in a little bit closer. Try and make them look as if they're at least a little bit like one airport. That needs to be moved over. Yeah, so at least you can have a plane landing here while one's taking off there, and it doesn't look too much like a different airport. But the only thing is, I've got the road a little bit too close to... Can I just increase this mountain? I was saying before how much money we'd lost, and that's because we've just built an airport, and all this terrain manipulation as well as terraforming costs a fortune, doesn't it? It's one thing you forget when you've been using mods for so long, just how much terraforming costs. So this is going to be a bit cheaper to move, isn't it? Just to make this one road look as if it's not so close to the runway, because you wouldn't have public roads anywhere near runways, would you, really, in real life? Let's do that. So the trucks come in there. I think where's the end? Where did I say that entrance was? It's just there. Good. And then we can have the turn back just here, all off, there. A little bit of that, and then I think for this we will just use, I think a 2-lane highway should be more than enough. I think it's not going to generate a massive amount of traffic, I wouldn't imagine, but we just want to try and come round the tip of the runway there, and we will be building some fencing as well for security, and then we just want to put a bit of a one-way road in like so. Yeah, it's not too bad. We'll put some fencing in. I'm going to get rid of all these trees as well, because these wouldn't be anywhere near an airport. But yeah, a little bit of fencing will probably make that look a heck of a lot better, and I'm going to have to do a heck of a lot of work with the terrain as well, obviously, at some points. So we've got all of these road connections and rail connections are in the wrong place, because I didn't really account for where the entrance was going to be. So we'll push the metro back anyway on this as well. So back to metro, that's the one. Underground, like so. It does have its own metro station actually, so it'd probably be more sensible to stay underground, wouldn't it, into the station itself, like so. And then just want to, while I'm here, is where's this one, extend this up to the airport there, put our stop, and then which one as well, with is it the red line, is it, that we were gonna, no, because we haven't got a tunnel there. Which one is it? Oh, it's this one here, the dark blue. Actually, I haven't said that we've got a pit. Which would be better? Got the dark blue, which comes into the city centre, but this also comes into the city. I think I prefer it if the routes came into the city centre. Can I put you on a different? No, I can't. And then we'll have to put our things back in. Yeah, the pink line is terminating here for now, because I think having 2 lines on one section of track is more than, it's about the maximum. I think putting a third route into there would be too much, and this pink route can go off somewhere into the suburbs, I guess, or even can come around the top over here perhaps. So that will have a place to go at some point anyway. So we've got that. Next is the road system. Now this is 2-way, isn't it? Would be nice if that was a 1-way. It does have a little bit of parking, but again, that's not parking isn't hugely important in City Skylines, or important at all. What am I doing? 40? No, just some nice curve corners on these. These are going to be 1-way into and out of the airport, and then I'm going to have a road across just here. No, I'm not. I'm going to have a road in down the middle. Yeah. Because I'm going to put a station in. Obviously we don't have, the smaller stations don't come with the terminus. I just want to put a station in there. Where's our track? I'll put the track in first and then the road over the top of the track. So curve that in. Nice big curve leading into that rail route like that, and we will actually put the route on as well while we're here. So we've got one coming out to here and then back again, and then we want another one into this one and then back again, unfortunately using the same platform, but it's not the end of the world. Just so this, which one's this? This one's to city centre, give that a different colour, and this one is airport. Actually it's going to be MIA, Metropolis International Airport, and this is going to be to City West. And that needs to be a different colour as well, doesn't it? And that's a hideous colour. Maybe something in the dark green variety. So we've got a good transport link there. We've got the networks, the metro all in as well, and then we just need, so we can unpause the game, maybe try and get some money in. Just need to adjust these a little bit so they're actually pointing in the right direction, and start to bring that down as it curves in. Why is that coming down at such a... Did I come down? That's weird. It's just not coming down at all, is it? Actually, having said that, it doesn't want to come down anyway because it wants to go above. Yeah, this... I'm not happy with this now because it is obviously in the wrong place, but we have gone on. It is going to be tricky to get it anywhere else, so we will live with it. Oh, I've got that in steps of a third for some reason. Not sure why. That's why it wasn't coming down as quickly as I'd like it. Right, so bring that into there and then curve it around the track. No, that doesn't want to be doing that. That looks taller than it needs to be. What? Right, come up in a step of 1 in half. Yep, good. And then one more, and then like that. That's better. Not sure why it didn't work the first time. Not sure what I've done wrong. And then bring it round. Should we sell this? Yeah, we should. Now, I think if we stayed elevated, it'd be a little bit excessive and expensive. So I think we would just go a little bit ground level, and then, yeah, let's just stay elevated, shall we? Something like that. And then we've got to get this connected up with that, lined up down to ground level, into there like that, and then we'll have a little bit of road. Yeah, we'll keep it highway speed into there. Actually, having said that, we can upgrade that, and then on the exit as well we'll have the same. Does that look alright? Yeah, that's fine. So if we bring this in, yeah, at least it's connected up a little bit. What we want to do is we want to get over this highway and run close to this, and then actually demolish all that road that we've just put in. Bring this down, and then down the ground level like so. That'll do. I think that is facing the wrong direction. That needs to be spun around like so. Nope, not that one, that one. So hopefully that's connected up. Obviously this needs some power, electricity available. God, that's I've just built a geothermal. I've built a geothermal over here which can produce quite a lot of power. What is it? 80 megawatts. Only just built that, and we're running out of power, which is a little bit of an issue, so I'll have to address that at some point. But we should be alright for the minute. For now, we just need to get power over to this power station. To the airport. That graph the chart might be a little bit low actually, because it's saying that these haven't got power and they haven't got water either. Sewage treatment needs sorting out. Bring some water over here like so, and that should stop complaining. And hopefully, I do hope we get some flights coming into this after all the effort we've gone to building it. Now I think we just want to get rid of some soil. I'm pressing the wrong button. Get rid of some of this soil. Yeah, we do have a mass. Look at that mountain that we've created just for this airport. What I want to do is just make a nice approach into that cargo airport there, and then I think a little bit of I didn't take that into account, did I? That approach into that runway, but I think that's as best as I can do. I think just going to smooth this edge off here. No, I'm not smoothing, am I? Smooth that approach off. Yeah, that's not too bad. Get rid of some of the trees. The trees don't want to be there, but we just want to smooth some of this. It takes forever. Yeah, of all the tools and mods available, I do miss more beautification. Move it and more beautification, I think, are the two big mods that really do help, because this just takes so long to do any smoothing. And this airport has cost us about just over 2 million just to get all the terrain right and everything. And I hope it gets. Oh, there we go. We've got a plane coming in. Thank the Lord. At least it's being used. We've got some traffic being generated. Actually, it'd help if we actually improved that, wouldn't it? Make that right. And then that should be close enough, I think, for people to walk to. I was usually tempted to put a shuttle bus on, but I think in this instance that should be alright. Now that's one of my internals, isn't it? Yeah, so that's all looking fine. Now what I do want to do is actually just get rid of that and that of second. What I'm thinking is we need some stuff around, stuff, offices and whatnot, I think, just to make this area look a little bit more interesting. Otherwise it could look a little bit plain and boring. So I think if we put some offices in, we are hemorrhaging money, and I know we've still got 5 million in the bank, but we've gone down from over 8, so it does look like we've spent far too much money. But we do need things like fire protection and police security, and then like stuff like offices. I think offices is probably the right move for this area. Maybe if we don't have that, maybe some commercial. Now the only problem is they're probably going to be high-rise buildings, aren't they? Maybe if we have, no, we're going to leave that blank and that, but we will do a little bit of zoning, a little bit of stuff around here. So we've got the fire, we've got everything it needs, haven't we? Although the one thing you can't stop is the police cars driving into the city centre, when really they want to be around here protecting the airport. We haven't connected that up, have we? No, we haven't. Alright, so we're going to need, yeah, almost completely forgot about that. We'll have a spur coming off here, and then we'll have another bridge over the railway, come down to join into the two-way road there. And I think actually we'll Yeah, just gonna chuck that into there. What I was thinking, I might have a junction here as well, just in case any freight needs to come into this little part here when there's bits going on. But what we do need is an outbound road, don't we? So where can this go? Right, so this is going to have to start going up instantly over that direction. Can that just, yeah, that can just thread through there. And then can I, right, okay, if we push it just a little bit further over to about there, try and come down as quickly as possible while making it look, you know, gentle-ish, and then into that. And then these roads here are going to have to be 2-lane. Not that one, just upgraded the wrong one, but not to worry. And this one as well. It's not essential, but I just like to have that lane mathematic thing going on. And then here, upgrade it to 4 lanes for a little bit for the traffic to merge in. It's not the prettiest of junctions, but it does the job. It gets everywhere connected up that needs to be. Now, can you definitely can't move the stop? Well, I've just deleted it. That's annoying. Have I? No. Good, it's still there. Well, there we go. It's nice to see the actual airport being used, which it wasn't in the last time I played it. How many people? 175. But we do have good transport links. Now, one thing we can do is we don't have a huge amount of space, do we? Docklands now. How big are the helicopter things? They've got their own tab? Blimp. A helicopter stop. They're not massive, are they? But would be nice if it could fit there. But we do have to go. Yeah, be a bit of a shame to lose that building. But I think it'd be cool to have the bankers. I know the actual game itself, only tourists come to use the airports. But I think it'd just be come on. I think the bankers in reality would like a helicopter stop, wouldn't they? Yeah, and they're not best pleased with that. I think we're gonna have to get rid of that. Get rid of these trees as well. And I think instead of that, just don't want any high rises next to the helicopter. But what we do want to do is put in a helicopter route from here. Cannot build. I know I'm not trying to build a moat. Oh, that's all right. We'll do it from this end then. So yeah, just quick helicopter route into there, and we need a helicopter stop. Blimp. Helicopter depot is what we need, don't we? So we've got to build one of these. So it's a good thing we built some extra roads. Connect that up, and then another. This has to be connected up to at least one of your helicopter routes in order for the helicopters to get from the depot to the stop, and then it allows us to put a stop in over here. Add stop. Have I done this right? Helicopter route. Create new line. That's better, and then back again. And we can just imagine that this is transporting bankers to where they want to be. Do we actually have any touristy things around here? We don't, but I guess we do have that, but they could potentially walk. That's their only option, or cycle. Can I get a bus route in? Where do you go? If I bring you in to here, and the only problem is, oh yeah, there is somewhere for them to turn around, isn't there? This outward journey, is this a one-way road? No. So why are you doing that? Is this a one-way? No, it's a two-way road. I don't know why. Right, what am I doing? Right, so this, can you come down here, please? Can you come down here? Yep, alright. That is, I said that in the last episode, it's the only problem with having one-way roads is they do mess up your bus routes, especially if you do point-to-point bus routes like this. It does tend to mess things up a bit. I guess if we have a stop there and a stop there next to the metro station, and then where did I say that unique building was? There, so we'll have bus stop next to the unique building. I guess it's probably easier for the people to walk, isn't it? But the bus route's in there, and it's nice actually to extend this bus route out, because we haven't got much going on other than the metro station. We haven't got a great deal going on, like in some of these bits haven't got much public transport, so yeah, that's better anyway. Maybe, hopefully, people will start to arrive by air. The tourists will start to arrive by air rather than road, which is just kind of really jamming up that. Does it actually? No, it's just private vehicles, doesn't it? But if a private vehicle is coming from the outside, it is going to be a tourist, isn't it? More than likely. So I can't imagine the airport's going to really do a huge amount, but hopefully it might improve things a little bit, especially with regards to the arrival of tourists. So that's that. You haven't got many people working, you won't have. You have what? You're not broken. Look, there's a connection. Right, we get rid of this, and then maybe it just can't go straight into the side. Can it do that? Have I unpaused the game? I have. Does this have a street connection? Yes, it does. It has. So there they are. There, everybody helicopters taking off. So I think we will pause the game. We will jump on that, and I am going to leave it there for today and leave you with a helicopter flying over the airport, which is pretty cool, and say until next time. Oh no, it didn't work. I'm going to say until next time. Bye bye.